All right, hello everyone, and welcome to everyone's favorite Sanford event, another basketball game. As always, I'm Jeremy Carr here with Phoenix Hendricks, and today our Sanford Warriors are here taking on the Howard Wildcats, Howard Votech High School. Sanford coming into today won their last game on Saturday against Caravel, 53-47. Coach Ty Perry's team is now sitting with a 4-1 record. They've played very few games due to COVID cancellations. Howard, conversely, has come into today with a 7-2 mark. Coach Rasan Matthews fields a team that is ranked number 1 in the state, lost in the semifinals to Smyrna last year, the team that would go on to lose to Sanford in the finals. And additionally, Sanford beat Howard at Howard last year. Of course, there were no fans, and the rosters and coaching staffs looked vastly different. So now we come into today, totally overhauled rosters. On the Sanford side, a new coaching staff, and a stiff challenge for both of these teams. 4-1 and 7-2, obviously both very successful. Now, it's also worth noting that both of Howard's losses have been to out-of-state teams. They have not lost to a Delaware team. So, something to keep in mind as we head into this game. Phoenix, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking this is two solid teams. We're in for a great matchup today.
Many of you will remember that Sanford's previous matchup against Howard last year in February, Sanford's 72-40 victory. But what's memorable about that game is the game where Nana Njoku scored his 1,000th career point as a Sanford Warrior. So obviously that was something notable. And Howard is looking to make their own memory here tonight with a win over a team that has found success against them recently, namely in that last matchup. But both these teams probably feel that they're the better team, and we're going to see who's the better team in a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. A number one opponent's always a tough opponent, but we'll see what Sanford can do.
So as the teams huddle up, we will listen in for some pre-game announcements and the introduction of the players, of course, and the national anthem. That'll be here momentarily.
Welcome to the Sanford Sports Center for today's non-conference basketball matchup between our guests from the Howard High School of Technology and our own Sanford Warriors. We would encourage all present to let their family and friends know that this game will be streamed on 302 Sports and SanfordNews.net. If they couldn't be here tonight, please let them know I'll watch it online. Today's contest allows the student athletes an opportunity to compete in a safe playing environment. As state mandates require, all team members, officials, and spectators are required to wear face masks that cover the nose and mouth properly. Please comply with this request so that the game is not negatively impacted. We greatly appreciate your cooperation. And now for the introduction of the teams. For Howard, the starters are number 11, Xavier Richard Powell. We would like to thank our officials for today, Derek Brody, Vincent Johnson, and Sean Harris. In the spirit of good sportsmanship, please support and respect the calls they make during the game. And now please rise for the playing of the national anthem.
And with that, we are just about set for tip-off. The starting lineup for Howard, number 11, Richards Powell, is joined by number 3, Demir Hollingsworth, number 5, Darius Brown, number 10, Rasan Matthews, and number 20, Jameer DeShields. The Sanford starters: Dayon, Chris Stanford, Alex Yost, Ebuka, and Porter Kelly.
Just about to start. Hopefully a great matchup today.
Stanford and Darius Brown at center court for the jump ball. And it is won by Howard. Matthews controls it, now over to DeShields. puts up a quick 3 off the back iron. Ebica with the board. So Sanford's opening offensive possession. Dayon tries to get it to Chris Stanford, stolen away by Darius Brown, and he lays it in for an easy 2, and Howard scores the first points of the day. And almost turns it over to Yost. Kelly with it now. Over to Dayon at center court, guarded by DeShields. And he will almost drive, then stop. Picks up his dribble, gets it over to Ebica. Now allows Dayon to reset. He will drive right down the lane. Euro step has the ball slapped away, and it will stay with Sanford. Ebica quickly into Yost. Now to Dayon on the left wing. Now to Ebica, has it at the foul line. Takes a dribble, turns around, picks up his dribble, and he is called for the travel. So once again, Howard possession. Hollingsworth over to Brown at the top, and now we'll get a drive and a block by Stanford. Matthews is attempting to lay it in, and Stanford said, I will be having none of that. And so Howard will inbound from the baseline into Brown. And miscommunication there on the part of Howard as Stanford comes up with it. Kelly wide open 3 from the wing, long. Ebica the rebound, puts it back up, and 1! Ebica with a chance for a 3-point play as he gets the first points of the night for Stanford.
What a way to try to take the lead.
Here's the extra attempt. It's good. He completes the 3-point play, and Howard is back on the attack, almost stolen by Dayon. Now wide open 3 from the top is good for Hollingsworth. Stanford looking for somewhere to go with it. Into Kelly. And Stanford better move it up. That one's tipped loose, and it will go back to Howard. And now from the other wing, and the corner 3 from Richards Powell is no good. Stanford gets the rebound, and Dayon is called for the foul on the rebound. No, actually they're calling it Sanford ball. So seems to be some confusion, and it will be Sanford ball. So Dayon has it. Guarded tightly by Jameer DeShields. Almost loses it, gets it back. Almost loses it again. 3 from the right wing. No good, doesn't get the roll. Hollingsworth takes it up. And he will draw the foul on Yost. That's his first. Into DeShields, guarded by Dayon. The left wing, with it is Hollingsworth. Back up top, and Richards Powell loses it, but DeShields is able to get it back, so Howard will maintain possession. Has it on the right wing. Now will kick to Richards Powell, who now throws it across, tipped by Yost, but it ends up in the arms of Hollingsworth. He puts up the 3, in and out. Fight for the rebound, and Howard comes up with it, and now we'll get a 3 from the other corner. No, fake, and Brown will drive, and now kick out to the right wing. Now we'll get a 3 from Hollingsworth, and that one comes up with nothing. Almost stolen away. But they say it was last touched by Howard, so close call. Sanford's come close to a few turnovers here as Aiden Richards Powell has checked into the game for Xavier Richards Powell. Yost gets it into Dayon. Dayon working out to Stanford at the top. He will drive and kick to Yost on the right wing. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Bounces to Ebica, it's long, and it gets knocked out of bounds, and it will stay with Sanford. So another close call there.
Ball's been on Sanford's side a lot this game. I hope that turns around.
Yost to inbound from the baseline. To Kelly in the left corner. He goes back outside. Nice fake by Kelly. Good defensive recovery from Howard. Stanford has it on at the top. He'll drive and put up the jumper from the foul line. It is no good. Ebica fighting for the rebound, but doesn't get there. Howard possession. Hollingsworth inbounds from the baseline. Looks like Sanford going with a light full court defense. And now that leaves wide open space for Brown, who puts up the three, doesn't get it to go, and loose ball foul called on Ebica. And that will send Arias Brown to the line. First attempt is no good. And DeShields will head to the bench for a rest. Jayante Holland checks in. Second attempt spins in, so Brown goes 1 of 2 from the line. Into Dayon. Howard applying a heavy full court pressure. Kelly out to Dayon, so Sanford's going to get it over. Up to Ebica on the left wing. Gets it back out to Dayon. Almost stolen ball on the ground. Dayon is able to recover it, and now he's got a little bit of space. Kicks to Yost in the corner. Back to Forrest, who has checked into the game. And now Dayon will reset with it at the top. And now he will drive and stop. Dish to Ebica at the top. Kelly on the left wing, guarded by Richards-Powell. Passes over to Yost on the right wing, to Dayon, and contested heavily, throws it in, Ebica recovers it, Yost with it on the low post, bounces, now outside, Kelly fakes, steps in a little, the jumper is long. Forrest secures the rebound, and he is being swarmed, and smartly throws it out of bounds off of Rasan Matthews, so Sanford will be able to inbound. And Coach Barry wants a timeout. Howard's defense has been stiffening through these first 4.5 minutes. Score sits at 6 for Howard, 3 for Sanford, with 3:29 to go in the first. It'll be Sanford possession. Sanford still with 4 of their 5 starters, the exception of Ebica, who Forrest has come in for. Goes inbounds to Stanford. He jumps up to get that one. It has a shot block. Forrest, the rebound, kicks it out to Dayon. So Sanford will still get possession. Dayon, the floater from the foul line is no good. Stanford gets the rebound, and that one is tipped out of bounds. Kelly just barely avoided it, so it will stay with Sanford. They've avoided turnovers a couple of times. So Dayon will inbound from the side. A cross almost stolen. Kelly now has room for a 3 from the wing. Can't get that one to fall. Rebound by Aiden Richards-Powell, up quickly to Holland. With it on the right wing, guarded by Yost. He'll go to the baseline, then stop and head back out. Picks up his dribble. Inside, ball is swatted away. Now thrown ahead to Kelly. And that one is good! Plus the foul on the breakaway layup, gets fouled, and he has a chance for the three-point play.
If we had to play the game, that would be a tough contender.
Ebuka returns to the floor as Stanford will take a break. Kelly with the charity attempt to tie it. Bang. Kelly may be the best shooter on this Sanford team, so the score sits at 6 apiece now. Corner three pending from Richards-Powell is long. Rebound snagged by Kelly. Up to Dayon on the right wing. Inside, Ebuka gets it back. Now drives inside to the paint, puts the layup up and in. Sanford takes the lead, 8-6. Now driving and offensive foul called on number 3, Demir Hollingsworth. As Stanford returns to the floor for Yost, Sanford has possession with an 8-6 lead and 2:18 to go in the first. Ebuka has 5 of Sanford's 8 points in this first quarter, as Sanford has to move it around a bit to avoid this heavy pressure from Howard. The three from Kelly, no good. Forrest runs in, gets the rebound, kicks back out to Kelly. Loose ball, he secures it and then loses it, so Howard now has possession back. Up ahead, Hollingsworth. Now going baseline is Richards-Powell, but he loses it and Kelly hits the deck. And he looks shaken up after that. And Nico McNeil will come in for Kelly. So that one certainly couldn't have felt good, and he will need a breather. Foul was on the floor, so Sanford will inbound from the side. Into McNeil. Now to Forrest on the right wing. Bounce pass, Dayon with it in the corner. Tries to go inside, but couldn't connect with Stanford. That one sailed out of bounds, so another turnover for Stanford will give it back to Howard. And a little lapse, it looks like, on the Sanford defense. Dayon was trying to get someone to cover Damian Ross. Now working with it is Jameer DeShields at the top. And now nice pass inside, and good contest by Forrest to keep Darius Brown from getting the easy deuce. So Sanford possession again. McNeil swings it to Forrest in the corner. Back out to McNeil. DeShields is on Dayon like a coat. And now Stanford has it, working at the foul line to Ebuka towards the low post. Picks up his dribble, back to Stanford on the wing. He drives, stops, puts up the shot, back iron. Oh, loose ball, and foul called on Stanford. Marcus Johnson checking into the game for Howard. To say that this has been a defensive match so far would be an understatement.
Definitely. Only 8-6 with only a minute left.
With it is Richards-Powell. He spins around, goes all the way, and hit hard and fouled. called on Forrest, and that will send Xavier Richards-Powell to the line. No, actually, they're saying it was on the floor, so he will inbound from the baseline. 46 seconds to go in the first. In quickly to Howard, and now out to Jayante Holland, guarded by Polk. Over to DeShields, and on the other side to Xavier Richards-Powell. Now back to DeShields, guarded by Ebuka at the top. Howard holding to try and run the clock down as we approach the end of the first quarter. We hit 10 seconds, and now Howard goes and a drive to the hoop. The shot doesn't connect for Richards-Powell. Ebuka will pass to Stanford. 1 second. He puts the long ball up. It is no good. And that will conclude the first quarter of this game. Stanford with an 8-6 lead. This has certainly been interesting. It's certainly been exciting.
A lot of great defensive action. Both teams have been showing great defensive prowess, but Stanford may be leading, but it's certainly far, far, far from over.
Get their talks and retake the floor. On the floor for Howard is Holland, Ross, Xavier Richards-Powell, DeShields, and Marcus Johnson. For Stanford, Porter Kelly, Dayon, Ebuka, Alex Yost, and Stanford, the starters. Howard possession, Holland with it. Over to Ross on the right wing. He will stop and almost put up the three, but good defense from Kelly. Johnson with it, now dishes over to Holland, and out to the right wing with it is Xavier Richards-Powell. Over to DeShields, guarded by Dayon. Passes over for Ross. Back out to DeShields. He almost loses it, gets it back. Tightly guarded from Dayon. He will now kick to the corner and will put up a three. Richards-Powell, no good. Stanford the rebound. Howard in that first possession not utilizing their full court press defense. Dayon directing the plays. Kelly with it. The right corner almost had that one tipped away. Kelly has it back, or excuse me, Dayon has it on the right wing. Yost swinging around, Stanford on the left wing. Now to Dayon. And across, Yost comes open, doesn't take the shot, fakes, goes in, puts that one up, and hits nothing but net. Alex Yost with his first points of the day. Holland over to DeShields, guarded by Dayon on the right wing. Off the screen from Richards-Powell, he now kicks to Marcus Johnson, guarded by Stanford. He'll drive to the low post, spin around and kick out, and now a floater from Richards-Powell does not connect, and the rebound ends up in the hands of Holland, who now dishes back out to Marcus Johnson, and Howard reestablishes possession. Now we'll get a three that is way off from Jameer DeShields. Stanford possession again. Dayon guarded by DeShields, as he has been for most of this game so far. Well, now he's got guarded by Holland, rather. Dayon spins, now resets. Just 2 minutes gone in the first to Yost on the right corner. Bounce pass, Ebuka dishes back out to Dayon. Kicks to Kelly on the left wing, back to Dayon up top. Dayon drives inside, puts the layup up and in. Sanford opening up a 12-6 lead now as DeShields is guarded by Dayon. Passes over to Richards-Powell. Inside Marcus Johnson. He will drive down the lane, stop and kick out to Holland, who will go baseline, and now he'll kick it back out to DeShields at the top. He drives, he stops, he puts the shot up. They wave it off. They say he calling a foul, so offensive foul, so Sanford possession. Sean Forrest returns to the floor. Goes to inbound from the baseline. Howard has returned to their full court press. Kelly going right down the middle. Passes to Ebica. He lays it in for 2. He's got 7. Sanford going on a long, although this covers a lot of ground, an 11-0 run, going way back to early in the first. Hollingsworth puts the jump shot up and gets Howard back into the scoring swing.
I think a 9-point streak for Sanford.
Yost into Kelly. He's doubled. Passes back to Yost. Gets it up to Dayon, so Sanford gets it across in time. To Yost up top. Yost guarded by Matthews. Now he will drive down the lane and big collision with Matthews. Offensive foul called on Yost. Howard possession, down 14-8. Yost will take a breather. McNeil checks in for him. 4:21 to go in the half. Sanford is in the bonus, so that's something to keep in mind. In this game where point scoring has so far been at a minimum and every possession, every shot is crucial. Hollingsworth over, now back up top to Ross. Gets it over and DeShields comes open, puts up the 3, bang! Cuts it back to a 1-score game. 14-11 now. Forrest looking for somewhere to go with it. Into Kelly. And he almost loses his footing. And a nice bounce pass from Forrest to get it back to Kelly. Stanford gets it, goes baseline, dishes. McNeil thought about the 3, but he traveled when he tried to fake. Kelly heads to the bench. Howard possession. DeShields guarded by Dayon at the top. Over to Hollingsworth. Guarded by Ebica on the left wing. Hollingsworth now drives, kicks, 3 from DeShields, ties it up. And we'll get a timeout. 3:23 to go in the half. Just as Sanford went on a run to take a 8-point lead, Howard responded with an 8-0 run of their own, and we sit now deadlocked at 14. This has certainly been an interesting few minutes.
Yeah, Sanford got a pretty sizable lead, but Howard came back and equalized it. Let's hope that momentum doesn't continue.
Teams retake the floor after the tying three from DeShields. Sanford will have possession. 3:23 to go in the first half. Forrest into Dayon. Dayon now racing up to the foul line, kicks to Kelly. He gets it out to Dayon, almost stolen by DeShields, who is called for the foul.
Let's coordinate with Megan at some point. I'd like you guys, one of you to mention Stan.
So, as we mentioned, Sanford in the bonus, so Dayon will head to the line. Try to put Sanford back in front. No good, back iron. Stanford grabs the rebound though, so out. So Dayon secures the offensive possession. He has it at the left wing. 3 minutes to go in the half. And it looked like there was a 3-second violation called on Porter Kelly, I believe. So Howard gets it back. Hollingsworth with possession, trying to put Howard back in front. Guarded by Ebuka. With it on the right wing. Out to Matthews, he kicks. And driving to the hoop is Brown. The layup is no good. Ball tipped in the air. Kelly secures the rebound. Sanford back on the attack. Forrest over to Kelly. He has it on the left wing. Back to Forrest. To Dayon on the other wing. He stops, he'll put up the three. That one's short. Forrest gets the rebound, kicks to Dayon. He'll fake and go baseline, now stop, and tries to kick it back out, but it's deflected by the 6'4" Darius Brown. And oh my! Brown driving to the hoop and got the two plus the foul on Forrest. He'll head to the line, try to complete the three-point play. And that will send Sean Forrest to the bench. McNeil returning. Brown hits the extra attempt, and Howard takes a 17-14 lead. McNeil and Dayon moving it back and forth, trying to get it over. Now down the middle of Kelly, back to McNeil. He's got it on the right wing, and Dayon in the offense will reset with under 2 minutes. McNeil guarded heavily, gets it back out to Kelly, across to McNeil, down to Ebuka on the baseline. He stops, puts the layup up and in. Ebuka has been a force in this game. That's 9 for him. More than half of Sanford's points. And now kicking. The three is no good by Aiden Richards-Powell. Stanford secures the rebound. 1:27 left in the first. Now both of these teams in the bonus. And another second violation, this one on Ebuka. And a bad miscue, bad timed miscue from Sanford. Hollingsworth drives, and the foul is called on the floor, but it doesn't matter because teams are in the bonus, so 1-1 coming from Demir Hollingsworth. Cherry shot from Hollingsworth is good, so he'll get a second attempt. Second free throw hits that one as well. Howard has re-extended their lead to 3. Sanford possession, buck 7 left in the half. So should be an interesting finish to the half. McNeil up to Ebica on the right wing, passes way across to Dayon. Now Kelly, corner 3, no good. Ball bounced around back into the arms of Howard Matthews. Bounce pass, Hollingsworth goes inside. Nice move, but it goes in and out. Ball on the ground. Let's see who can come up with it. Still on the ground. And did they call a foul? No, it will be Howard possession from the baseline. And because of this limited amount of time, Coach Perry is trying to keep his biggest players on the floor as Conway has come in for Ebica. In quickly to Hollingsworth, double teamed by Kelly and Stanford. They say he stepped out of bounds. And a great step up from the Sanford defense to force the turnover.
38 seconds left in the half. Let's see what Sanford can do with this time.
Howard still in the full court press. McNeil almost got it stolen by Holland. Now Dayon gets it over to McNeil, so Sanford will work on offense. Dayon guarded by Holland. Off the screen from Conway. Dayon drives, puts up the jumper, no good. Stanford fighting, almost got the rebound, but lost it out of bounds, so Howard will have one more possession with 16.5 seconds to go. Xavier Richards-Powell returns to the game. Coach Rasan Matthews with the starters on the floor. Hollingsworth over to Aiden Richards-Powell, guarded by Conway on the right wing. Bounce pass, ball put on the ground. Stanford comes up with it, loses it. Now gets it over to Dayon. He drives, passes to Stanford. His rebound can't go, gets it again. Now the ball is up in the air and shot does not go off. And that is the way that the first half will end. Sanford had a chance on a couple of putback opportunities to go into the half with a 1-point deficit, but they were not able to capitalize. So we've played 2. Score sits at 19-16, and we'll be back in a bit for the second half. Oh, actually, before we do that, folks, we have a very special guest here tonight. It's Coach Stan Waterman. Obviously, he wanted to come see this game because he's a Howard graduate, and as we know him, the legendary Sanford coach. He was here for 28 years, brought home 8 state championships, and the court bears his name. So, big pressure for the players to see him. He's watching them play, so they gotta show out if they want to play at Delaware State.
Yeah, legendary coach. It's almost like a godlike presence here at Sanford.
And now we will head to the half.
Monique was a 2-time National Player of the Year, high school basketball player here at Sanford. I think one of the all-time leading scorers in girls basketball. Went on to have a prolific career at the University of Virginia, and even played professionally, was drafted WNBA before an injury ended her career. Walter Davis, perhaps the most famous of all the athletes that you have mentioned on this list, one of the NBA 50 all-time greatest. I think the thing that's different with Walter is that he was only here at Sanford for 1 year. He was here for his senior years.
Speaking of that, here's number 6, Walter Davis. Not so bad himself. Got his man in the air and went with a shot and drew the foul on.
Paris Waterman, obviously I'm biased because that's my daughter, the namesake. And when I think about Paris being a multiple sport athlete, first team All-State in 3 sports in her senior year, basketball, lacrosse, and field hockey. Was the Delaware 2007 High School Athlete of the Year. Went on to play lacrosse at Brown University, made the U.S. National Lacrosse team, played varsity basketball at Brown University. So when I think about an athlete, if I'm thinking multiple sports, Paris certainly is in consideration. Trevor Cooney, one of my all-time favorites, 5-year varsity starter here at Sanford. Played basketball as an 8th grader as a starter. Won back-to-back championships in his senior year. And then scholarship player at Syracuse University. Has been NCAA tournament Final Four. Also played on the USA 18 under national team, so he's played a little bit internationally. He's had an outstanding basketball career. Is the all-time leading scorer for boys basketball at Sanford. Will Sheridan, again, Will was a Delaware State Player of the Year, class of 2002, I think if I remember correctly. Played on state championship team here and then on to Villanova University where he played for 4 years. Was a big part of that team at Villanova, team captain. They got to the Elite Eight. Had a great run in the NCAA tournament in his final year.
Katie Compton was a highly conditioned athlete while here at Sanford, and she was on the U.S. national biking team. I wasn't here when Jackie was a student athlete here, but she was a highly accomplished athlete here, went on to play in college, went on to do great things in lacrosse coaching worldwide, not just in the United States, but worldwide. Cindy Dwan was one of the most successful girls tennis players in state history. She won 5 first single state titles, first being an 8th grader, and then again as 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grader.
Jordan Porch, great soccer player. Jordan ran cross country for a couple of years at Sanford. Left Sanford and went to University of Virginia to play soccer, but is currently playing, transferred, and I want to say it's North Carolina Greensboro where he is.
I would say that every one of these people is very humble. Everyone is very loyal to Sanford. They all work very hard at their academics as well as in sport.
As Sanford celebrates 90 years of serving students, we have a lot to be proud of. Although we have faced many obstacles during the pandemic, Sanford has risen to the challenge, and our COVID numbers remain low. Conversely, our enrollment is high, the highest it's been in more than a decade. From a financial perspective, our endowment has exceeded the $11 million mark for the first time in our school's history. Understanding that COVID is still a part of our lives, the light at the end of the tunnel is getting brighter. This month marks the beginning of our return to hosting several traditions. As a parent of a senior, I am so excited about commencement in the Quad. Students from this year's graduating class have exemplified strong Sanford spirit. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Sanford spirit also has made us bolder, brighter, and stronger. Recent campus improvements have created outstanding facilities for our community. And our success is never final. Major renovations are coming to the Solwyn Math Science Center and Hebb Hall. Both buildings will be transformed into innovative, state-of-the-art education centers. Many of our achievements are a result of our strategic plan. One of the plan's 4 key pillars was to boldly honor diversity, equity, and inclusion. We have made great strides with this priority, and the Board of Trustees and Mark's leadership team are committed to continuing this important work. All of these accomplishments are possible because of the strong partnership between Mark's team and the Board of Trustees. The board's confidence in Mark is unwavering. I'm a believer in the flywheel effect, developed by Jim Collins. In his book, Good to Great, Collins says that no matter how dramatic the end result, good to great transformations never happen in one fell swoop. There is no single defining action, no one innovation, no solitary lucky break. Rather, the process resembles relentlessly pushing a heavy flywheel, turn by turn, building momentum until a point of breakthrough and beyond. The Sanford flywheel is really starting to spin. We're thrilled to have you on board for an incredible ride. Our potential feels limitless. Thank you for being a part of the Sanford journey.
All right, everyone, welcome back to half number 2 of Sanford versus Howard in Delaware boys basketball. Who doesn't love it? It's great, isn't it?
I certainly love it.
Yeah, so do I. Anyway, to more relevant topics besides our love for Delaware basketball. You would look at the score, Howard up 19-16, and assume that would be the score at the end of the first quarter. No, that's actually the score at the end of the first half. This has been a defensive dog fight. These teams are playing gritty, they are playing tough, and they are not giving anything easy to each other. So every basket, every point, every shot is crucial. We've played one half, and neither team has really gotten into any sort of rhythm offensively. They've been able to score almost in spurts, but they haven't been consistent on offense, but their defense has been outstanding. So we go into half number 2, and Sanford, we hope, would be able to kind of flip that around, right?
Yeah. Howard took a lead, but it was a pretty late lead in the first half. So I'm hoping that Sanford can build some momentum back and take back the lead and ultimately get the win today.
Sanford will get possession to start the half. He led by as many as 8 at one point in the first, but Howard eventually tied it up. Howard, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, hasn't led by more than 3, so it's been a very close game.
Yes, it has.
The first half was entertaining. Let's see what half number 2 brings. Starters for each team back on the floor. Yost to inbound from the side. And a quick foul hold called on, or a grabbing foul called against Howard, so certainly a not great start for Howard. So let's try again. Yost to inbound. Into Ebuka. Now down to Kelly. Passes to Stanford, and he is called for a travel and a quick turnover by Sanford. Not the way they wanted to start the half. Demir Hollingsworth working with it, guarded by Yost. Goes to the top now, switches Kelly guarding. Kicks to Matthews. He'll put up the three. That one is short, but coming up with the rebound is Xavier Richards-Powell. So now we'll get another three-point attempt. That one doesn't connect. Ball tipped up in the air, and a loose ball foul called on Yost. So offensive boards keeping Howard with possession. Sanford needs to get better at capitalizing on Howard misses, as number 10, Matthews, will head to the line for two. First attempt hits back iron. Shot number 2 connects, so Matthews goes 1-1 from the line. Kelly to Yost, trying to get it up. Yost moving fast, now goes across. Kelly, left wing, inside Ebuka, low post. Puts up the layup, it's good! So Howard, a moment ago, got their first multi-score lead, and Ebuka said, that won't last very long, not if I have anything to say about it. Good defense from Stanford, forces the short miss from Darius Brown. Sanford back on the attack. Kelly wide open, corner three, no good. Yost fighting, secures the offensive board. So a nice play by Yost. Sanford reestablishes on offense. Dayon guarded by Matthews. Off the screen from Stanford. Now passes back to Yost up top. Looking for somewhere to go, guarded well. And he'll drive and put up the layup, no good. Ebuka gets the rebound, has a shot blocked by Richards-Powell, and a good defensive attempt by Porter Kelly, who hit the backboard, but was not able to get contact with the ball, so Howard back up 4. Down up to Kelly. Now across to Yost at the top. And over to Ebuka, almost loses it, gets it back. Yost has it on the left wing. Dayon and the offense will reestablish. 2 minutes gone in the half. Dayon trying to get it to Ebuka, tipped, and good defense from Howard, and coming up with it is Xavier Richards-Powell. He passes up, and now we'll get almost corner 3, fake from Matthews. He passes back out to DeShields, over to Xavier Richards-Powell. And Hollingsworth will drive, puts up the shot, good. Howard has their biggest lead of the day at 6. And Coach Perry wants timeout. Not the way Sanford had hoped to start this half. They have quickly fallen behind 24-18. And throughout this game, Ebuka has really been the only consistent scorer they've had. Sanford has 18 points. Ebuka has 11 of them. So Sanford will need to get some contributions from elsewhere if they hope to not only get back into this game, but possibly win it.
Yeah, Ebuka can't be doing all the work today.
So Sanford will have possession. Yost gets it into Kelly. Back to Yost. Sanford having to... and a foul is called, a reaching foul called on Jameer DeShields. That will send him to the bench and put Damian Ross into the game. (24-18) the score. Yost into Dayon. Dayon working again. Nice move. Almost loses the ball. Now kicks to Yost at the corner. He fakes. Now puts up the jumper. Long. Stanford tips it in the air a couple times. Now Dayon fighting for it. Not able to come up with it. Howard gets it back. And Matthews going right down the lane and lays it in for 2. Kelly over to Yos. Now to Dayon. Guarded heavily by Matthews. And oh, nice fake. And now kick to Kelly, corner three. He's been off today and not there. Porter Kelly with a much-needed, well-timed three. The deficit is now just 5. And oh, blocked by Yost, but coming back up with it is Howard. And now we'll get a pass, a nice dish from Richards Powell. And Howard will reset. Damian Ross has it on the left wing. Out to Richards Powell. To Hollingsworth on the other side. Now back to Richards Powell. The three is air ball long. Dayon comes up with the rebound. Now dishes quickly up to Kelly. He's not able to get a good handle on it, so he has to stop and pass back out. Almost stolen, but last touch by Rasan Matthews. McNeil comes into the game for Sanford. And Jayante Holland comes in for Howard. So both number ones now on the floor. If you're a numbers guy. Ebuka into Stanford on the low post. And no, they say the foul was on the floor. Called on Darius Brown. So Sanford will have it from the baseline. Kelly inbounds to Dayon from the left corner, passes out to Nico, guarded by Hollingsworth. And a travel called on Sanford. They can't let that keep happening. They're giving the ball away to Howard. .405 left in the game. And Stanford will head to the bench. Sean Forrest returns to the game. Howard with a 26-21 lead. And possession. Halfway through the third, Hollingsworth has it at the top, goes to the left wing, guarded by Forrest. Passes across to Richards Powell, now to the corner to Holland. And back to Richards Powell and to Hollingsworth on the other wing. Steps back, puts up the three, short. McNeil grabs the rebound. Going straight up and going fast. Passes to Forrest. Almost went inside to Ebuka, but good defense from Howard. And a foul is called on, I believe, Xavier Richards Powell, and that will bring Aiden Richards Powell into the game. No. Jayante Holland comes out of the game. Let's see if Sanford can capitalize on this possession. Kelly will inbound. Looking for somewhere to go, has to get it in. Ebuka jumps and secures it, so a nice play there. Looking for somewhere to go, double team, out to Kelly. He's got it on the left wing. Back to Ebuka on the low post. He spins around, goes inside. No, they wave it off. They say offensive foul. And Coach Perry is furious with that one, and I don't blame him. So Howard back on the offensive. Hollingsworth, guarded by Kelly. Sanford in zone, pass across, and coming open for the three is Aiden Richards Powell, but the shot doesn't go, and now the reaching foul is called on McNeil, and that should send, and will send, Aiden Richards Powell to the line, I believe. They'll get two. Can't hit the first. Stanford returns to the game for McNeil. attempt number 2 is good. So again, Howard goes 1 of 2 from the line, and they have pushed their lead up to 6. Dayon with it, over to Kelly on the left wing, back to Dayon, to Forrest on the other side. He puts up the 3, good! Sean Forrest makes it a 1-score game again. And now it's up quickly to Richard. Oh, Forrest with the steal! What a run he's having. Hits the 3 and then gets the steal. Kelly with it. Back to Dayon and back to Kelly, a little pitch and catch. Now to Forrest with it in the corner. Over to Dayon, almost stolen, but he secures it. Goes to Stanford at the foul line. Tries back his high for Ebuka. And they call out of bounds on Ebuka after heavy contact. I thought they would have called a foul there, but they say it was clean and last touch by Ebuka, which will give it back to Howard. Hollingsworth over to Damian Ross. Now pass inside, stolen. Dayon comes up with it. Fast break, chance for points here. Dayon with it on the left wing. He's got Forrest open, wide open for the 3 to tie. No good. Securing the rebound is Hollingsworth. Under 2 minutes to go in the third. Stanford down 27-24. Hollingsworth stops, puts up a long 2. That one's no good. Stanford gets the rebound. Passes up fast to Dayon. He'll drive to the hoop, and oh, nice block. What a play by Demir Hollingsworth. What looked to be a sure 2 for Dayon was quickly canceled by an outstanding block by Hollingsworth. Now in quickly to Dayon. Forrest, right wing. Other side, Kelly. Forrest with it up top. Back to Kelly. He puts up the 3 to tie. Yes! Porter Kelly ties the game with 1:30 to go in the third. Damian Ross. Kelly has 9 now, by the way. So, as we mentioned, other players picking up the slack a little bit. Hollingsworth guarded by Dayon. Dishes out to Richards-Powell. He stops, now passes out to Aiden Richards-Powell. His 3-pointer is long. Dayon the rebound. Passes up quickly. Kelly is open. He goes to the hoop, and he is contested. No foul called. No foul called. 2 players ended up on the ground, but they say there was no foul, so Kelly is shaken up, and he will inbound from the baseline as we're under a minute to go in the third. Kelly into Stanford, down low, gets his shot blocked. And no, they called a foul on Xavier Richards-Powell, and that will send Stanford to the line to try and put Stanford back in the driver's seat. Stanford's first attempt is good. And the Warriors are now up 1. Rasan Matthews returns to the game, subbing in for Xavier Richards-Powell. Chris's second attempt is no good, so he goes 1 of 2 from the line. Stanford up 28-27, under a minute to go in the third, and this place is getting loud. Matthews with it at the top, pass out to Demir Hollingsworth. Guarded by Dayon. Guarded well by Dayon. Dayon staying with him. Now he kicks, and Richards-Powell almost put up a 3, now doesn't, kicks it back out to Hollingsworth. Stiff defense from Stanford, we're under 30 seconds. Let's see what plays out here. Hollingsworth guarded by Kelly, he'll drive to the hoop, the shot is no good. Ebuka the rebound, oh, Dayon almost loses it, gets it back up quickly to Kelly. Now across to Stanford. He goes down the lane, dishes back out to Forrest. And now Dayon has it. Under 10 seconds. 6 seconds. 5 seconds. Over. Kelly got to put the shot up. He does. It's long. And out of bounds. Sanford ball with 0.3 seconds left. So they might have enough time to get it in and shoot right away, but it's unlikely. But stranger things have happened. Let's see. Ebuka will throw it in from the baseline. You suspect Sanford goes right to the paint, and Kelly gets the shot up, but they wave it off. They say it was hit the rim, but they say it would not have counted anyway. And we're 3/4 of the way through, and we have a really, really good game, folks. Sanford is up 28-27. This is thrilling, and we should get a thrilling finish. Through 3/4, Sanford has 28 total points, 20 of which have come from Porter Kelly and Ebuka. The rest of the team combining for just 8. Let's see if they can change that a bit here in the 4th. So to start the 4th, on the floor for Howard. Number 2, Aiden Richards-Powell. Number 3, Demir Hollingsworth. Number 4, Damian Ross. Number 5, Darius Brown. And number 10, Rasan Matthews. For Sanford, number 3, Dayon. Number 11, Porter Kelly. Number 22, Chris Stanford. Number 23, Sean Forrest. And number 24, Ebuka. Howard with possession. Matthews with it on the left wing. To Ross at the top, guarded by Forrest. Back to Matthews on the wing. Kelly guarding. Screen from Darius Brown. Good defense from Kelly. Let's see what they call. They say it was last touch by Kelly, so Howard maintains possession. In quickly to Darius Brown. Over to Ross and Hollingsworth. To the corner, 3 from Matthews is no good. Day on the rebound. Sanford going, fast break. Kelly, the jumper, no good. Stanford, offensive board. He loses it, and it will stay with Sanford. So in response to that stiffening Howard full court press, you can see Sanford utilizing a fast break 80s Lakers type offense. So far it's worked, and oh no, a miscue on the inbound pass. Ebuka couldn't hit Chris Stanford as that one hit nothing except the bleachers. So back to Howard. Hollingsworth, guarded by Dayon. 45 seconds gone. He goes inside, he'll put up the jumper. It is short. Ball on the ground, and coming up with the rebound is Ross. Back to Hollingsworth on the left wing. He'll drive to the paint, put up the layup, and it's no good. Stanford grabs the rebound and will get a jump ball. And possession arrow is signaled towards Howard, so they will maintain it. Oh, and now they're signaling Sanford possession. Forrest into Dayon, right back to him. He picks up his dribble, gets it over to Dayon, and again that full court press. Forrest and Dayon passing back and forth to avoid it. Dayon now passes to Forrest on the left wing. He's doubled, passes to Ebuka. Down the middle, Stanford lays it in! Sanford's up 3. Nice, beautiful passing there on Sanford, on the part of the Sanford offense, excuse me. They have taken a 30-27 lead with 6:30 to go in the game. And this place is really rocking now. Hollingsworth with it, left wing, guarded by Kelly. Matthews with it up top. Thought about the three, didn't take it. Back to Hollingsworth. He'll stop, put up the long two. That one is off, so rebound by Ebuka. Dayon with it. Picks up his dribble, gets it over to Forrest at the top. Kelly, right wing. Turns around. Gets it out to Forrest. The foul line. Jumper is no good. And saved by Hollingsworth. A nice spin move up quickly to Matthews. And now thought about trying to get something quick, but the Sanford defense was able to recover. Over to Hollingsworth. At the top, guarded by Dayon. Kicks, right wing. Now going baseline is Richards. Powell, offensive board from Ross, but that shot doesn't go. Stanford gets the rebound. They call jump ball, and it will stay with Howard. Matthews throws it in. Going right down the lane is Richards. Powell. The layup is short. Heavy contact as Richards Powell is slow to get up. Ebuka up to Dayon at the baseline, and he is called for the travel. Another unforced turnover by Sanford, and Coach Perry is surely unhappy with that. But what else would you expect? Because we haven't seen this game get anything except maybe farther than like an 8-point lead, so you can't have them getting too far apart. It's that kind of a game. It's got to stay close, you know?
Yeah, very close.
And now pass going baseline is Ross. The layup is short. Forrest with the board. We approach 5 minutes. Dayon over to Forrest. Stiffening defense from Ross to Ebuka at the top. He fakes, now goes inside. He gets stripped. Good defense from Howard. Up quickly in spaces to Shields. His layup, his spin around layup is good. With that, Coach Rasan Matthews Sr. will call for a timeout. 4:45 left in the game. 1 point separating the two teams. Sanford with 30, Howard with 29. Teams retake the floor. Sanford's lead after getting it to 3 has been cut back down to 1. On the floor, Forrest, Dayon, Kelly, Stanford, and Ebuka. Forrest looking for somewhere to go with it into Kelly, to Forrest. Sanford having to move around to avoid the full court press. Dayon with it, guarded by Matthews. Over to Kelly, to Forrest on the left wing, swing it around. Inside to Ebuka on the low post. Now he goes back outside to Kelly on the right wing. Into Stanford, he turns around at the low post, puts up the layup and gets the roll! Sanford back up 3, up quickly Matthews. Howard moving fast, Hollingsworth with it at the top. He stops and dishes back out to Matthews. He'll put up a long 3. No good. Ebuka the board. 4 minutes to go now. Ebuka picks up his dribble. And timeout called by Coach Perry. Wise timeout as offense looked out of sorts as Ebuka was in trouble. and risked turning the ball over. So Sanford offense will reset. 32-29, 3:52 to go in the game. And the only appropriate adjective I could think of to describe this would be thrilling.
Yeah, really. This has been no huge leads, and even if it was a large lead, the other team quickly came back. This is anyone's game with the last 3 minutes and 52 seconds.
Teams retake the floor. Forrest inbounds to Dayon. Guarded by Damian Ross. Passes over to Kelly, who's back away from the three-point line. Forrest to Dayon in the corner. Now Dayon kicks it back to Kelly. Over to Forrest on the left wing. Inside, Ebuka has to come back and get that one. Back to Dayon, and oh, that looked like a travel, but it was not called. Now the bounce pass cannot connect with Stanford, but he saves it. And oh, Ebuka recovers. What a play by Ebuka. What looked to be a sure turnover ends up as Stanford maintaining possession. Dayon back out to Kelly. We approach the 3-minute mark. Ross stepping up on Dayon. Kelly over to Forrest. Back to Dayon. And he kicks to Kelly in the corner down the middle to Ebuka. He stops and call the foul on Howard. And with that, it looked as though the teams were preparing for possible free throws, but Sanford will have it from the foul line. 2:44. We are watching the clock very intently now. Forrest comes up with the inbound pass on the right wing, guarded by Matthews. Over to Stanford on the left wing. Inside Ebuka, that pass is high, but it was tipped by Howard. Whoa! They're signaling Howard possession, so I guess it wasn't tipped by a Howard player. As Ebuka heads to the bench, Howard ball. So another errant pass, although there wasn't much Stanford could have done to try and get it to Ebuka there. He was guarded well. Matthews over to Ross. He passes to DeShields with it on the left wing, guarded by Yos. Now he dishes to Hollingsworth, guarded by Dayon. And offensive foul! A blocking foul, or illegal screen on Darius Brown. That's a big one. That's a big one, folks. Sanford's in the bonus for the remainder of the game. Unless, of course, we go to overtime. But
yeah.
Which I would not be surprised if that happened.
Nope, only a three-pointer away.
Into Dayon. We approach the 2-minute mark. Every second feels like an hour. Dayon out to Kelly up top, swinging around. Forrest on the other side. Looking for somewhere to go, can't find anyone. Now he picks up his dribble, gets it back to Kelly, guarded stiffly by DeShields, and a blocking a foul called on DeShields, and he can't believe it. And Kelly is really shaken up. He has taken a beating this game. He is got in contact several times, but he looks to be, at least for the moment, okay. As I mentioned, Sanford's in the bonus show. He should, if he is physically able, which it looks like he is, he will head to the line for 1-1. And this doesn't really need stated, but big free throws coming for Kelly. He makes this, it's a 2-score game with a minute 44 to go. He misses, then Sanford needs to get the offensive rebound. Pressure, 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 pressure. Here's the attempt, hits the back iron, but wouldn't you know it, Sanford comes up with the rebound. Dishes out to Kelly, Forrest has it. Another possession for Sanford. So Kelly with it again. Buck 30 left in the game. Yost with it up top. Back to Dayon. He's handled the ball more than anyone else on this Sanford team today. Back to Kelly up top, guarded by Damian Ross. And a foul is called on Ross, I believe. And is that a technical? Yes, it is a technical on Howard. And isn't that huge? Minute 17 to go, Sanford up 3, and Howard is called for the technical. It was Xavier Richards-Powell, I believe he said something. And now Sanford will have free throws. Couple free throws. And this is now getting really, really interesting. So an ill-timed mental lapse on the part of Howard. They lost composure. They were called for the technical. And now Sanford has all the momentum in the world. So Kelly, after he missed the last shot on the 1-1, will have a chance again to redeem himself. And if not here, he gets another shot after this. So. But this is to make it a 2-score game. That one rolls in and out. So back-to-back misses from Porter Kelly. And Coach Perry will send Dayon to the line to attempt the next free throw. Let's see what Dayon can do. Good, and Sanford's lead is 4 with a minute 17 to go. As Ebuka comes back into the game for Forrest, so Sanford with their starters. Second attempt for Dayon is good. Dayon with 2 clutch free throws to put Sanford up 34-22, or 34-29, excuse me, with possession. Yost looking for somewhere to go with it. Gets it into Dayon. Minute 16. You'd think very soon Howard might start fouling, but they're not there yet. Still buck 10 to go. Over to Yost. He almost has it taken away, but he recovers. Now gets it over to Stanford. Across Dayon. And a whistle and a timeout called by Coach Perry. And fans don't like that one. They thought the offense was going to have a chance to potentially put this game away, but Coach Perry saw something he didn't like, and he wants to get a drawn-up play to potentially seal this game. So Sanford with a chance to, on this possession, potentially put the dagger in the hearts of Howard and seal a monumental upset. Howard came into this game ranked number 1, no in-state losses, and a 7-2 record. Sanford, although they were 4-1, they've had a lot of close games, and they've struggled with turnovers at times. But if Sanford is able to pull this victory out, if they are able to survive the last minute and 3 seconds, then we will surely know if they are for real or not. Goes inbounds to Dayon. He's doubled, gets it up to Kelly, who's now double teamed himself, and he hits the deck and loses the ball. And jump ball is called. Sanford possession as the initial signal. So another close call on the part of Sanford. But with their lead sitting at 5 and the seconds ticking away, their chances of victory are increasing steadily, but they are increasing. And now the refs debating. They huddle up, listening to berating from the crowds trying to signal them in either direction. And now they change their mind and it will go to Howard. So 52.6 seconds left. And just when we thought this game was all but over, as you would expect in this kind of a game, it's never over. Polk guarding Hollingsworth. He'll go baseline. He'll stop. He'll put up a jumper. No good, but he draws the foul. So he'll head to the line for 2 to try to make it a 1-score game. 42.8. He needs to hit both. First attempt, hits back iron. Hollingsworth cannot hit the ever important free throw, so he'll go for the second to try and cut it to a 4-point deficit. You would think he might intentionally miss this and allow Howard to get the offensive rebound. And he does miss it, but Kelly secures the rebound, and under 40 seconds, Howard needs to foul soon. Up to Kelly, and he hits the deck, and there's the foul, and he'll head to the line. Foul is called on Hollingsworth, who just missed the 2 free throws. And Sanford is in the double bonus, so Kelly will get 2 shots. 34.3. If he hits these shots, then that would just about seal this game. First one is no good. Attempt number 2 for number 11. Good, perfect. 6-point lead. 34.3 seconds to go, and Rasan Matthews calls timeout. And the Sanford bench is alive and well, and they are full of energy and full of life because they are just 34.3 seconds away from an upset victory. But again, Howard possession, it's still a 2-score game. We'll see how it plays out. Sanford players getting the last instructions from Coach Perry. If you could generate power from the electricity in an arena, and oh my, he's gone for a travel! Oh no! A horrible play, a horrible mental lapse on the part of Howard. Gives the ball to Sanford, and that's going to do it. But as I was saying, leading up to that possession, if you could generate power from the energy in this arena, you'd have enough electricity to power every house in the state of Delaware.
Though the capacity may not be as large as it normally is due to COVID, this is an electric atmosphere tonight from both sides.
Porter Kelly at the line again to make it a 3-score game. Rasan Matthews was called for a travel, and so Howard didn't even get a shot off to potentially cut it to a 1-score game. As Kelly hits the first, and it's a 3-score game, and that should just about wrap it up. Kelly is unable to connect on the second attempt. Howard needs to go fast. 20 seconds. Quick 3, way short. Rebound by Yost. Heavy contact. Ebuka secures it. He's fouled. And he'll head to the line for his 2 shots. Again, Sanford in the double bonus. And Sanford's going to win it, and the bench is going crazy. The crowd is going crazy. Sanford will pull off the upset over number 1 ranked Howard. And we can now say that we were uncertain about how this team was going to perform going into the year with so many new faces and a new coach, but we now know that this team is for real. They have beaten the best that the state of Delaware has to offer, and they are surely a contender in the state tournament. Ty Perry has got to be happy with his group right now. I spoke to him earlier in the week. He said he wanted his team to keep improving with every game. Well, they've taken a monumental step forward in this beating of Howard today, because although his team fell behind in the third, they never quit, and they fought all the way and came alive in the fourth. As we're under 10 seconds. And now the celebration starts. Sanford has pulled it off. They have handed Howard their first in-state defeat of the year, and in front of their longtime coach, Stan Waterman. What a game this was. Sanford was able to shore up any weak spots they had in this game in the fourth quarter, and they have beaten Howard. They have beaten number 1 ranked Howard and handed them their first in-state defeat, and this is huge. And it was certainly a fun game to watch and a fun game to call. So for our whole crew, Ryan Ickes, John Fritz, Megan Athey, Michael Ickes, he's Phoenix Hendricks, I'm Jeremy Carr. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.